from the Daily Sentinel from the year 1985. Ladies Tour looking for corporate sponsor. To illustrate the earning power of most women pro bowlers, Cindy Coburn mentioned that her sister Kathy quit the Ladies Pro Bowlers Tour to become a teacher. She said that the reason she wanted a regular job was she didn't want to work for less than minimum wage, related Coburn wryly. That's not a problem for the 27-year-old Coburn, who enters her 6th year on the LPBT this month in Florida as one of the top 5 tour money winners over the past several years. Still, her high position on the money list translates into earnings only about the equivalent of an attorney fresh out of law school. I've been making some decent money, but it's nothing you're going to be able to retire off of, said Ms. Coburn, who made about $33,000 last year while finishing 4th on the earnings list after 23 LPBT tournaments. That's before expenses, however. Toss in about $12,000 a year in hotel, transportation, and entry fees, and a more accurate picture of her income emerges. I figured it out, she said. In order to have a good year, you have to average about $1,000 a tournament. And right now, 5th place is about $1,000. To me, that means 5 girls on the tour are making a living at it. Ms. Coburn, who does not have any outside sponsorship, estimated about 60% of the bowlers on the tour are sponsored, but even those bowlers are just getting by. They're doing it more for a love of the game, she said, hoping they can get to the top. Why are women bowlers paid so poorly in comparison with their counterparts in tennis and golf? The answers, according to LPBT President John Falzone, are intertwined. We're in a chicken and egg situation, he said. Which comes first? If we had television, we'd have corporate sponsorship. If we had corporate sponsorship, we'd probably have TV. Falzone said the Women Pro Bowlers Tour, which is neither a major corporate sponsor or a television package this year, is looking for that one magic thing that will attract one or the other. Falzone maintained it was Dinah Shore and the corporate sponsorship of Colgate-Palmolive that made women's golf successful, and he's hoping for that kind of break for women's bowling. It's an unknown, he said. Something, somehow, somewhere may happen, and bingo, that's where it is. I think it's very marketable, said Miss Coburn, whose obvious bias is tempered by the fact she has a marketing degree from the University of Buffalo. Somebody with the LPBT is involved with the Ted Turner people, operators of cable news network and the Atlanta superstation WTBS, and they didn't understand why it wasn't on TV, she said. All we need is the opportunity to be seen. Asked about finding sponsors for televised women bowlers, Ms. Coburn said she can't understand why that is a problem. How many people in America bowl, she said, and you're getting average America, you're hitting that target market. It's just hard to break into television and find the sponsors, she said, noting that a cable company's broadcast of certain LPBT stops last season ran into trouble when the package was taken off the air prematurely. Falzone said the show's syndicator reneged on financial obligations it made to the tour, and the LPBT is suing for breach of contract. One thing that hurts attempts to market the game, according to Ms. Coburn, is the less than flattering image television gives of the recreational bowler. When you see a bowler on television, they always make you look like a clown, she said. The people fall down and their form is terrible. It's like Laverne and Shirley. Ms. Coburn is optimistic, however, that the television problem can be overcome. The biggest thing in women's bowling is we've never had good leadership, she said. We've always had people did it on the side, like it was part-time or looking to make a quick profit off of it. Falzone is really the first one we've had full-time. Right now we need someone to be the voice for the girls and work with the commissioner to show them what we're trying to sell, she said. In order to be successful, she said, our image has to be changed. It's like people think of us like we're truck drivers. They don't think a feminine individual can be a professional bowler. As for the idea of turning up the sex appeal in an attempt to attract commercial sponsors, Ms. Coburn said, maybe that will get us air, but that's not what we need to sell. The talent is so good on the tour that they sell themselves.